Are vitamins killing Americans? If so, which ones? You need to know the truth about this. You need to share this with everybody that you know. I'm Dr. Robert Teal. I have a PhD in nutrition science, and I'm the first scientist since World War II to get a paper published in a major medical journal explaining why all the vitamins are better if they're real. Now, if you've been following the media lately, you've been hearing all kinds of reports about how dangerous vitamins are. I saw it in Wall Street Journal, I've seen it on MSNBC, I've seen it in various news sources warning that vitamins are killing Americans and supplements are dangerous and all that kind of stuff. And you need to know the truth about this. Most people, including most doctors, do not know the difference between food vitamins and synthetic vitamins. And the reality is, first of all, there's been no reports coming out at all that say food vitamins are dangerous or food vitamins that kill people. Vitamins that are in foods that God intended people to eat do not kill anybody. People have been living off of those for thousands of years. They are totally safe, and people should continue to consume them. But what about synthetic vitamins? Why are all these reports out there about vitamins being dangerous? Well, in October 2011, a report came out involving 38,772 women out of Iowa, and it said that older women who consumed over-the-counter vitamins, multivitamin formulas, multimineral formulas, were more likely to die sooner than older women who didn't take them at all. And you say, I thought vitamins are supposed to be healthy. Well, real vitamins are healthy. Food vitamins are healthy. But most vitamins that people take are not made out of food, and they are at risk. A particular study found that synthetic vitamin B6, which is pyridoxine HCl, which is what pretty much everybody takes in most of their B vitamin formulas, and folic acid, which is a synthetic form of vitamin B9, which is not natural, ground up rock iron, copper, zinc, and magnesium were all risk factors for people dying sooner. Women dying sooner from taking vitamins and minerals, which is what they take them so they'll live longer and be healthier. But what the media has, again, failed to emphasize is this is not true for food vitamins. And the vitamins that are dangerous for people are not made out of food. There was another report from 1998 called The Nutritional Aspects of Development of Cancer from the United Kingdom Department of Health that found that purified carotenoids, which are not what's found in food, by the way, real carotenoids are found there, they're not purified or isolated, they affected people adversely. Another study came out in the Journal of the American Medical Association in 2007 about antioxidant supplements and found that they did not work the way it should because these isolated ones do not work the way they should. And people don't realize when they go to antioxidants. For example, most antioxidant formulas are going to include things such as, let's say, ascorbic acid. Now, ascorbic acid, which is an isolated form of vitamin C, in a sense, does not exist quite that way in nature. It's always with foods. And while it does have antioxidant effects in test tubes, in vitro for the scientists out there, in vivo, in humans, it has little, if any, antioxidant effects. Okay, but foods that contain vitamin C do have antioxidant effects. So that's one of the big risks that are out there for people taking all these synthetics. Now in 2010, a lot of researchers started to conclude that not only was folic acid somewhat dangerous, it actually might increase the risk for colon cancer, possibly prostate cancer, and for women, breast cancer. You say, I thought folic acid is really helpful and people need that. Well, not so much. The human body can only consume about 266 micrograms of folic acid and convert it into usable methylfolate. But since the recommended daily intake of folic acid, or folate, actually because folic acid shouldn't be on the recommended list, but for methylfolate is 400 micrograms in a day. Well, since 400 is more than 266, if people are trying to get their folate from folic acid, this is totally risky, and a lot of people are actually taking 800, 1200, 1600 or more micrograms of folic acid per day, especially in like those B50 formulas and that kind of stuff. And to be brutal about it, it's not food, it's not natural, and I don't think it's safe. Years ago I put some statistics out, as a matter of fact I have it on this little brochure here, that said about 98.97% of the vitamins that people consume are synthetic. And it may be a lot higher than that if you're just talking about vitamin mineral formulas. But people do not realize this. And part of the reason they don't is in countries such as the United States, there is no standard for natural. So people can put natural all over the label of something and everyone thinks, this must be a natural vitamin. But that's not the case. Some scientists have falsely claimed that a chemical is a chemical. It doesn't matter if it's natural or synthetic, but all these vitamins are pretty much the same chemical. No, not quite. Folic acid is not the same chemical as methylfolate. A cyanocobalamin, which is a synthetic form of B12, is not the same as mixed cobalamins, which are typically found in foods. Pyridoxine HCl is not the same as the type of vitamin B6 that tends to be in food. Thiamine mononitrate or thiamine hydrochloride, which is typically used to fortify foods, those aren't found in natural food either. Thiamine pyrophosphate is the primary form that's found in foods. So it's not even the same chemicals in these formulas. No wonder these things are dangerous. And pretty much most all vitamins people are going to find in the box stores, department stores, grocery stores, pharmacies, and even health food stores are pretty much going to be isolated USP vitamins, and the minerals are going to tend to be industrial processed rocks processed with various acids. But that's not the way they exist in food. The chemicals in foods and the chemicals in these vitamin mineral formulas are not the same. Humans are not supposed to eat dirt. This is why we call it the food chain. Humans consume plants, and plants consume soil, and soil contains rocks. Well, when a plant absorbs a mineral, it breaks it down. Let's say there's calcium carbonate in the soil. Okay, the plant breaks that down, but inside the plant there is no appreciable amount of calcium carbonate. These mineral salt forms that are commonly used as mineral supplements do not exist in substantial quantities in any real food. And that's why vitamins and minerals are often killing people, because the ones people are taking are simply not safe. Now, I've been warning about this for years. I started lecturing in the 20th century, warning about synthetic vitamins and talking about the advantages of natural vitamins. I'm not of Johnny-come-lately on this. In late 2000, I had a paper published in a major medical journal explaining why vitamins are better if they're food, as opposed to synthetic isolates that most people take. In a holistic journal in 2001, I warned that mineral salts are for plants and real food vitamins or minerals are for humans. In the Naturopathic Journal in 2003, I again told people the truth about vitamins and supplements, because most people are taking vitamins that are not safe. They are dangerous. A study came out in the British Medical Journal in 2004 about folic acid. So for a chiropractic journal, I had an article called "Is Folic Acid Hazardous to Your Health?" back in 2004. In 2005, as a matter of fact, from an alternative journal, as a matter of fact, here's my picture in it, I actually explained that for people with Down syndrome, that I thought that food vitamins and food minerals were superior for them, and that's what should be considered. I was so concerned about it, I had a paper published later in 2005 in a major medical journal called "Can Cognitive Deterioration Associated with Down Syndrome Be Reduced?" You say, well, I probably can't get Down syndrome because it's genetic, so why would I care? Well, the same type of plaque that accumulates in the brains of people with Down syndrome also accumulates in the brains of people who have Alzheimer's, and also accumulates in other parts of the body for people who have diabetes. And I warned or explained in this paper, based on a lot of scientific research and studies, why food nutrients were superior if people were trying to help prevent decumulation of advanced protein glycation end products, which again occurs in Down syndrome, Alzheimer's, and diabetes. We've got an epidemic pretty much in this country now related to diabetes, and food nutrients could be helpful for these people. I think more research needs to be done, but I do believe that it's safer for people to consume foods or vitamins completely made out of foods, as opposed to the normal synthetic vitamins and ground up rocks that most Americans are consuming. I had a book published in 2006 for healthcare professionals explaining the advantages of food vitamins. And in 2010, over in Europe, to make sure our European friends would be aware of food nutrients, I co-authored a book explaining again the benefits of real naturopathy and real food nutrients. And also in 2010, when more and more studies were coming out explaining folic acid could cause cancer, I switched my article in the Chiropractic Journal from folic acid may be hazardous to your health to folic acid is hazardous to your health. And now our latest book for healthcare professionals is about why food nutrients are better than non-food nutrients. And people should be consuming food nutrients. Food nutrients are safer. Food nutrients are not killing Americans. Food nutrients are what people should be consuming. I urge you to tell your friends and your relatives, anyone you care about, why They should not be consuming synthetic vitamins. They're not foods. Tell them about this video. Share this with them. If you aren't sure where to find food vitamins, you can, for example, go to the Food Vitamin Store. Their website is www.foodvitaminstore.com. They only carry vitamins and minerals and other dietary supplements that are 100% food. No USP synthetic vitamins, no ground up rocks. Food vitamins are what people need. Food vitamins are what people should consume. Food vitamins do not kill Americans. Food vitamins are better for health. And again, if you want more information on food vitamins, I would urge you to go to the website www.foodvitaminstore.com. I'm Dr. Robert Teel, wishing you the best of health.